You're watching FiOS 1 News. It's 5 o'clock.
Tonight on FiOS 1 News Now, the final push. The candidates cast their ballots as Americans across the country and right here at home have their say at the polls. We're with both the Trump and Clinton campaigns in Manhattan, and we have team coverage coming up.
Plus, there's some of our area's most closely watched races. We're live as voters head to the polls in New Jersey, Long Island, and the Hudson Valley.
And if you wanted to vote today, you had to pack your patience. Polling places across our area were plagued with delays and issues with voting machines. People in Jersey City waited as long as 3.5 hours to have their say at the polls.
FiOS 1 News Now.
Good evening, and welcome to FiOS 1 News Now. I'm Mike Gilliam.
And I'm Courtney Kane. Thank you so much for joining us live at 5 on this election night. Today, voters are out in full force exercising their civic duty.
But it wasn't without problems. Voters in Jersey City faced long wait times, upwards of 3.5 hours just to cast their ballots.
And the election day got off to a rocky start in Mount Kisco. The wrong ballots were sent to this polling place, and if that wasn't enough, one of their backup ballot machines was down.
And the long lines weren't just limited to our area. People also waiting on long lines in North Carolina, a crucial swing state. And FiOS 1 News has team coverage tonight. Our reporters are at every key race impacting New Jersey, Long Island, and the Hudson Valley.
But we begin tonight in New York City.
That's where Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump's campaigns are anxiously waiting for the polls to close and the numbers to come in. Let's start our team coverage with FiOS 1's Dominic Carter.
And good evening. Like with President Obama with his election, there's a possibility history will be made tonight. Hillary Clinton arrived to Grafflin Elementary School early this morning to vocal support. Mrs. Clinton held her husband's hand and went inside to cast her vote. The Clintons have lived in Chappaqua since 1999. They voted here during the primaries as well.
Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you. You bet. With your help. With your help.
What does it mean to vote for yourself for president?
It is the most humbling feeling because, I know how much responsibility goes with this, and so many people are counting on the outcome of this election, what it means for our country, and I'll do the very best I can if I'm fortunate enough to win today.
And it is right up these stairs where in just a few hours tonight, Hillary Clinton will address this crowd standing under what may be appropriately called this glass ceiling. At the Javits Convention Center, Dominic Carter, FiOS 1 News.
And like their rival, the Trump campaign is hoping for a victory tonight.
FiOS 1's Kevin Vesey is with the Trump campaign at the New York Hilton in Midtown Manhattan.
Well, after a campaign that's lasted about a year and a half, a race that at times has been hard fought and even divisive, it all comes down to this. We're here at the Grand Ballroom at the New York Hilton Midtown here on 53rd Street. And this is, of course, where Donald Trump and his supporters are hoping for a huge victory party later on tonight. Now, earlier today, we did catch up with Trump as he voted on the East Side. That was at around 11 o'clock this morning with his wife, Melania, by his side as he cast a ballot for himself. But later on, Trump will be here on 53rd Street at the Hilton, hoping for a big party, hoping for a big victory. That's the latest in Midtown. Kevin Vesey, FiOS 1 News.
One of the nastiest races is down to the wire in New Jersey.
It is the toss-up between Democrat Josh Gottheimer and Republican Scott Garrett.
They're both vying to be the next congressional representative for the 5th District.
And we have live team coverage for you tonight. FiOS 1's Kimberly Wallace is with the Garrett campaign, but we begin with FiOS 1's Natalie Patterson with the Gottheimer campaign in Hasbrook Heights. Good evening, Natalie.
Well, people here in northern New Jersey have seen the TV commercials. They have seen those billboards, on Route 18 as these candidates have flung accusations at each other in a race that at times has been downright nasty. Newcomer Josh Gottheimer, the Democratic candidate for the 5th District, appeared quite confident about his race against Republican Scott Garrett as he cast his vote in Tuesday's election.
I think the choice couldn't be more clear in this election.
Bergen County turned into a battleground during this heated race between Gottheimer, the former Microsoft executive and Bill Clinton speechwriter, and his opponent, a 7-time incumbent.
This is about the future versus the past, and my opponent is all about going backwards versus forward.
Accusations of lying and not paying taxes have flown in both directions during this bitter race. During a debate, Gottheimer called Garrett anti-women, anti-gay, anti-vet, and anti-law enforcement.
I believe as a country our best days are ahead of us, so I'm excited to get to work.
Of course, we'll be sure to bring you the very latest updates on this highly contested race right here from Hasbrook Heights. Natalie Patterson, FiOS 1 News.
All right, Natalie, well, thank you. The Republicans in the 5th District are excited about tonight's race and hope to keep that district red.
FiOS 1's Kimberly Wallace is with the Garrett campaign and has more. Good evening, Kim.
It's the biggest race in New Jersey, and the longtime incumbent Republican Congressman Scott Garrett says he intends to keep his spot after 13 years in office. Many political experts say this race is a litmus test for all future races in Congressional District 5. It's considered a swing district, but the recent Republican chokehold could dismay Democrats who could decide it's no longer worth their investments if they lose here yet again.
I think they'll have to give up after this race because they went after Scott Garrett hard 2 years ago. Not this kind of money, not this kind of concerted effort. They're independent groups here spending millions of dollars on their own. As I said, we're pretty sure they're going to be well over $10 million. And they're going to try to unseat Scott Garrett. I don't think they're going to succeed.
Congressman Garrett is expected here at the Bergen County Republican office after the polls close to await results. Meanwhile, volunteers here have been busy all day making phone calls to any last-minute voters, hoping to win their support for Congressman Garrett. And they'll continue to make those calls until the polls close tonight at 8. That's the latest live in Hackensack. Kimberly Wallace, FiOS 1 News. Back to you.
Kim, thank you. We have team coverage all over the area for you tonight. FiOS 1's Carla Baguirena is with the Hillary Clinton campaign at the Javits Convention Center as the Democrats hope to hold a major celebration later this evening.
Carla.
I can hear it.
They haven't told you what you're doing, so I can't do a push.
Hey guys, lots going on at this hour, specifically for media and reporters. The doors for Hillary Clinton supporters are still closed at this hour. Media and reporters from around the world are here to witness the end to what many are calling was a very nasty election, the most nasty election from recent times. For Hillary Clinton, the end is here, the Javits Center. This is the busiest convention center in the country. It is a crystal palace, if you will, with a real glass ceiling and the place where many people are hoping Hillary Clinton finally, figuratively, breaks that glass ceiling to become the first woman elected president of the United States. It was a very long road for her, as many of you know. She first fought for this job in 2008, but as we all know, lost in a bitter primary to President Obama. This time around, she fought another long, hard battle with Bernie Sanders and ultimately came out on top. And tonight could finally be her night. Thousands of supporters are expected to fill this room throughout the evening. NYPD officials warned earlier this week that security would be tight, and we've certainly been witness to that. And so now, after a very long election season, comes the hard part. We wait throughout the night. We'll be watching for those returns and bring you updates and reactions from folks as we get them here. For now, live at the Javits Center, I'm Carla Baguirena, FiOS 1 News.
Okay, Carla, thank you very much. One of the closest watched races on the island is the matchup between Democrat Tom Suozzi and Republican Jack Martin.
They're both hoping to win the seat that's being vacated by the retiring Steve Israel. FiOS 1 News is with both campaigns tonight. FiOS 1's Ariana Lubelli is live at the Martins campaign in Westbury, but we begin tonight with Cecilia Dowd with the Suozzi campaign in Jericho. Cecilia.
Well, that's right, Courtney. A former Nassau County executive, Tom Suozzi, is seeking a political comeback. Now, Suozzi touts his record of creating and retaining jobs. He says as congressman, he will work for middle-class families. Now, FiOS 1 News was there this morning as Suozzi cast his vote. He told us he was feeling great.
I feel like this could be the beginning of a whole new chapter in my life, and I'm really excited about the idea of trying to solve problems and trying to make people's lives better.
Tom Suozzi says as congressman, he will fight to support middle-class working families, families who need to make more money and need better work opportunities in order to live in this area. He says he will fight for federal dollars to improve public transit, roads, and bridges. And another focus will be on the youth. Suozzi says he will seek to prepare young people to work in math, engineering, and science fields. I caught up with Nassau County Democratic Chairman Jay Jacobs, who talked about Tom Suozzi's strengths.
He's got his heart in the right place, which I think is a good way to start. But he's also creative. He's very bright. He is a hard worker. He doesn't give up. And he has the ability, I think, to work across party lines and work with people. And you're going to need that if you're going to go to Congress.
Now, Suozzi certainly has name recognition here in Nassau County, where he was county executive from 2002 through 2009. But the 3rd Congressional District also includes a portion of Suffolk County and Queens as well. Reporting live from Suozzi headquarters in Jericho, Cecilia Dowd, FiOS 1 News.
All right, Cecilia, thank you. And our team coverage continues now.
Yeah, FiOS 1's Ariana Labelli joins us live from Westbury, where she's with the Martins campaign. Ariana.
Mike and Courtney, all eyes in Nassau County seem to be on this race. The two candidates very well known in this area. We're here at the Republican Committee's election night event where the state senator and Republican candidate is hoping to come back this evening and celebrate a victory. Republican Jack Martins is battling it out with former Nassau County Executive Tom Suozzi in the race for New York's 3rd Congressional District. The state senator and former Mineola mayor has been hitting the streets of Nassau County, hoping to win over the votes of loyal Suozzi supporters. Since Martins became a state senator in 2011, he's focused on tax relief and education, something that he promises voters he will continue to do if he gets the chance to represent the island in Washington, D.C. The spot for New York's 3rd District remains open after former Congressman Steve Israel made the decision to not seek re-election, which gave the two well-known Long Island lawmakers a chance to take over. And we'll be here at Morelli's Restaurant in Westbury as the voting results come in. Stay with FiOS 1 News for the latest. Reporting live from Westbury, Ariana Lubelli, FiOS 1 News.
Thanks, Ariana. And if you haven't cast your vote yet, the weather won't hold you back. It's pretty nice outside.
Gorgeous. Meteorologist Joe Chaffee over in the FiOS 1 Weather Center with a check of that election night forecast. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Courtney, Mike. Picture perfect day across the entire area. We had sunshine all day long, hardly a cloud in the sky. Starting to cool off in spots now that the sun is set. Morristown at 55, Sussex at 59. It's in the upper 50s in southern areas of the Hudson Valley, but down to 53 at Poughkeepsie. And on Long Island, with the wind off the ocean, we've got double nickels at Islip and Montauk at 53. And you can just see a couple of little clouds here and there. There's a heavier overcast out to the west, but that's not going to produce any issues at all, other than actually help the temperatures rise during the night in some places after initially falling. Now, overnight, we're having no problems. These showers are not going to get here until tomorrow morning, and they're going to be light and spotty the way it looks right now on the Futurecast. And then weather conditions should improve across the Hudson Valley and in northwest New Jersey during the afternoon, but it may take until Wednesday evening for the clouds to get out of the way over Long Island. Skies will clear out Wednesday night into Thursday. Thursday looks like a really good day, but it is going to be a little bit on the chilly side as another quick shot of cool air comes in. So most lows tonight will be probably before midnight. Once the clouds roll in, temperatures will probably rise from these levels. So low 40s north and northwest, temperatures closer to 50 along the coast, and then highs mostly in the 50s. Some showers in the morning. Not everybody will see them, and then maybe some improvement during the afternoon. Mike and Courtney.
Okay, Joe, thank you. FiOS 1 News is your election station. Once the polls close, we'll have the latest results at the bottom of your screen.
And we want to hear from you. Please share your thoughts with us via social media and email. But first, as we head into break, here's a look at some winning lottery numbers.
Nice bedroom, Bob.
It is, but it's not mine. I bought it at one of those other furniture stores. Paid a whopping $23.69 for it.
It's nice, but it's not that nice.
That's right. Compare it to my Jason bedroom. Same contemporary look, same extra underbed storage. But mine is only $11.99 complete. So even if you think theirs is a smidge nicer, there's no way it's twice as nice as mine.
Well, there is one way to make theirs twice as nice.
Don't do it.
Release the puppies.
There's more to a city's business.
More to us.
The businesses of Plainfield, New Jersey.
Our diverse businesses are just as diverse as our community.
Unique benefits including
grant opportunities for businesses.
And 3.5% sales tax.
The city believes in me
and my business.
With over 57 active developments.
Plainfield is a city with a pulse on the grow.
There's more to my business.
More to us.
We are Plainfield, New Jersey. Discover what we're all about for yourself.
Hi, I'm Cindy from Worldwide, here to tell you about an amazing Stair Runner offer. This beautiful Stair Runner is 100% wool and comes in several gorgeous colors. Completely installed on a standard flight of steps for only $599. That's almost half the comparable retail price. Only $599 installed on your steps and includes the pad. Check out our website at worldwidewholesale.com, then visit one of our stores. Worldwide, real savings every day.
Fios One Sports on Fios One News. Don't miss New Jersey's girls and boys high school teams in action. Football.
Pass and catch for a touchdown.
Basketball. Lacrosse.
Westfield upsetting the defending TOC champs.
Soccer.
He found it and buried it.
Volleyball.
The opportunity.
Wrestling and field hockey. And watch New Jersey's local student athletes on the Fios One mobile app. Fios One Sports. Only on channels 501 and 1. Only on Verizon Fios TV.
There were major delays at polling places around our area today, but one backup left voters waiting for hours.
Fast One's Nick Delgado has that story in tonight's Political Pulse.
A voting nightmare. Many who showed up early today to the polling site at the Jersey City Fire Station on Marin Boulevard never imagined they would be waiting hours to cast their vote.
About 3.5 hours right now.
Willis McBurn was at the front of the line.
I guess the only thing I can really say is that they probably should have provided more voting machines.
The long line stretches out of the firehouse and about a block down the road. Gail Moberg says she's been waiting in line for about an hour. She was towards the back end.
Shameful, absolutely shameful. This is a very dense population. There's all these new high rises. I mean, what idiot was in charge? You know, it's really annoying.
It's slow. It's always been slow. But you know what? This neighborhood has been built up so much in the past couple years. So it doesn't surprise me that they're not quite up to speed with accommodating all these new people who moved in.
The issue had others taking to social media expressing their frustration with the extended wait. Voter Britt tweeting her experience and writing 3.5 hours of waiting, and I didn't even get an I voted sticker. An official on site tells me there was no one available to speak as to the cause of the long lines. The problem is now getting the attention of local leaders. Jersey City Mayor Stephen Fulop responded, saying he, along with Freeholder William O'Day, will go to the Board of Elections as their planning for this election wasn't acceptable. They need to fix. And polling site officials could be seen monitoring voters lined up and escorting those to the front who are physically unable to wait. I'm Nick Delgado, and that's your Political Pulse.
And we want to hear from you.
Yeah, be sure to send us your thoughts on tonight's election. You can tweet us right on our Facebook wall or send us an email. And once the polls close, we'll have up-to-the-minute results at the bottom of your screen. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Sponsored by Greenbrook Buick GMC, Route 22 Greenbrook, a Perez family dealership.
The #1 best-selling SUV in America
just got even better. Meet the all-new mid-size GMC Acadia.
It's smaller in size and price.
Its interior has been enriched with more leather, wood finishes.
It has plenty of legroom and plenty of storage.
And it's loaded with the very latest technology, plus some new features.
Like the third-row seat reminder and over a dozen other safety features.
The GMC Acadia is impressive in style and price.
Test drive one today at Greenbrook Buick GMC, Route 22 East.
As you walk into the Trinitas Comprehensive Cancer Center, you'll feel surrounded by a comforting environment of care that treats the whole person, not just the disease. Our team of experts customize a plan of care tailored for each patient while minimizing side effects. We blend breakthrough cancer treatments and technologies with award-winning compassionate care. It's expertise rarely found in a community hospital. The Trinitas Comprehensive Cancer Center. Exceptional cancer care.
Ghostbusters.
Booyah. Emphasis on the boo.
We see things no one else is willing to see. We do things others can't do.
Oh!
Oh, you gonna get it now!
This is just wrong!
Ghostbusters, now on demand. Find it first on Fios. Rent this movie for 48 hours or purchase it now.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
You're watching Fios One News, only on channels 501 and 1. Only on Verizon Fios TV, the one place for what's happening in New Jersey.
Welcome back. It's time now for a check of the forecast and a pretty nice day out there.
It is gorgeous. Joe Chaffee, there's no reason to not head out to the polls.
And there's no reason for the evening voters to be stopped by anything as far as showers are concerned, because there's nothing anywhere close. The showers that you see back through Ohio and just now moving into northwestern Pennsylvania are not going to get here at all until sometime around daybreak on Wednesday. Temperature-wise, we're going to take you around because there's quite a bit of a range. Glen Cove is still somehow holding on to that 66. That should be coming down, though. 56 at Uniondale. Farmingdale at 58. You can see how cooler it gets as you go east. Islip 55, Montauk at 53. And we're starting to see 50s now in the northern and northwestern counties where skies are still clear and the winds are light and calm. 65 at Newark, Belmar at 61, but Toms River has dropped down to 52. And meanwhile, in the Hudson Valley, except for Yonkers at 62, everybody's down in the 50s, 59 Newburgh, Nanuet, 56 White Plains. Cooler as you go north, Brewster at 51, Poughkeepsie at 53, and Middletown at 52. Overnight, we'll have these clear skies gradually give way to arriving clouds and a much milder night than what we saw last night, where we had temperatures down in the 30s fairly quickly. 44 to 49 will do it for the lows. And then some showers mainly in the morning, and not everyone will see shower activity. And then in the afternoon, clouds will start to give way to some sunshine, especially in the northern and western counties of New Jersey, northern and western areas of the Hudson Valley. It'll take a little longer to make it to the coast, 54 to 59. And on your 7-day forecast, once those showers are done, we have no rain in the forecast at all into early next week, so the drought continues. We do have a shot of very chilly air that'll be coming in Friday night and taking us into Sunday morning with temperatures down in the 20s and 30s and Saturday's highs only in the mid-40s. Mike and Courtney.
All right, Joe, thank you. Well, Zephyr Teachout, a former gubernatorial candidate, and John Faso, a former state assemblyman, are squaring off against each other.
Their goal is to become the next U.S. representative from New York's 19th district. We're with both campaigns tonight.
Let's begin in Rhine Cliff with Fios One's Catherine Clark. Good evening, Catherine.
Good evening. Teachout is expected to arrive here at the Rhine Cliff Hotel at around 8 p.m. for an election night party. Now, she didn't really come onto the political scene until 2014 when she gave Governor Andrew Cuomo a run for his money in the race for governor. During her campaign for Congress, she has continued her mission of battling corruption, saying she will be a voice for the people. Progressive champion Zephyr Teachout is looking to be elected to office for the first time. The 44-year-old Fordham University law professor caught the public's attention in 2014 when she ran for governor against current Governor Andrew Cuomo in the Democratic primary, garnering 35% of the vote. Teachout's run for a House seat in the 19th district has been focused on her longtime fight against political corruption and pushing for campaign finance reform, her ads mocking opponent John Faso's billionaire support. Senator Bernie Sanders, who has long supported Teachout, even tweeted a photo of the two on Election Day in favor of her battle against big money, saying, quote, "I know which side I'm on." Teachout has voiced her support for local economy, vowing to stand up for farmers and small businesses. Other issues she's tackled are stopping the offshoring of jobs, protecting the state's clean water, and improving public education. Now, Democrats hope that a win for Teachout could help the party take back the Republican-controlled House of Representatives. Democrats would need to pick up 30 seats to do that. We're live in Rhine Cliff. Catherine Clark, Fios One News.
Okay, let's swing it around now and get the latest from the John Faso campaign.
Fast One's Carolyn Fortino joins us from Hudson with more.
Well, one of the most hotly contested U.S. House races in New York is between Republican John Faso and Democrat Zephyr Teachout. Now, right now, we're at John Faso's headquarters up in Hudson, New York, where the candidate will be vying for the 19th congressional seat. The 19th district, which stretches across the Hudson Valley and Catskill region, is a key race for Democrats hoping to regain control in the House of Representatives, and for Republicans who are looking to keep the majority. Republican candidate John Faso considers himself a center-right conservative who is in favor of lowering taxes to create jobs, protecting Medicare and Social Security for seniors, and standing up for farmers and veterans in the district. Faso's Democratic opponent is Zephyr Teachout, focusing her campaign for Congress on improving the economy, the public education system, and protecting and cleaning up polluted waterways. Now, the most recent poll showed a tight race between Faso and Teachout, with 43% of voters voting in favor of Faso compared with 42% in favor of Zephyr Teachout. So we are expecting a very close race until the end. Reporting in Hudson, Carolyn Fortino, FiOS 1 News.
Well, turnout has been heavy at the poll stations all across the nation.
We'll hear from a polling expert on what to expect later tonight. That's coming up. And we want to hear from you. Tweet us, write on our Facebook wall, or send us an email. And once the polls close, we'll have up-to-the-minute results at the bottom of your screen. And here's a look at the closing numbers on Wall Street.
Brought to you by Edison Nissan. At Edison Nissan, we make buying fun and easy.
Hey, new car buyers, now's your chance to save big during our Edison Nissan
really big sales event.
happening now until the end of the month. That's right, you can get deals on every new car we have in stock. Check this out. We'll give you $5,000 off the dealer posted price or a check back for $5,000 when you purchase or lease a new Nissan. That's right, $5,000 off or a $5,000 check back. I'll even throw in lifetime oil changes. Get here quick before all the deals are gone. And remember, we always make buying fun and easy.
Receding gums can affect your smile, cause sensitivity, and even lead to tooth loss. Now there's a breakthrough technique that can help. Periodontist Dr. Jeffrey Zatzkin is leading the profession to eliminate this problem with a new minimally invasive procedure, the pinhole gum rejuvenation.
No cutting, no gum grafting, no stitches, and virtually no discomfort or downtime. Everything is corrected through a tiny pinhole.
Call today for a free consultation.
The weather can make a mess of your weekday commute.
Tuesday, a few more clouds around.
And ruin your weekend plans.
We have clouds moving in today and then some showery chances.
There's one place to turn to get the most accurate expert forecasts. FiOS 1 News.
High pressure will hold in place.
Our team of meteorologists have decades of experience and use our state-of-the-art exclusive Weather on the One's weather tracking system to deliver pinpoint weather reports.
A nice start to the week.
See why more and more people get their weather from FiOS 1 News.
Lupus is a cruel mystery.
We need to find answers.
We need to find a cure.
We need more people involved.
We need to know lupus.
I hope that there's a cure.
To learn how you can help, go to lupus.org/know.
You're watching FiOS 1 News, only on channels 501 and 1. Only on Verizon FiOS TV, the one place for what's happening in New Jersey.
Welcome back. Well, Election Day is now in the hands of the voters and the political pollsters. Turnout is expected to be heavy as the two candidates have polarized the nation.
Earlier, Richard French, the host of RFL, spoke with Natalie Jackson, the senior polling editor for the Huffington Post, and asked her about voter turnout.
There seems to certainly be record-setting early voting, and some of the projections for turnout today, we're setting records there as well. And I'm curious, do you think that's being driven out of interest on the part of the electorate, enthusiasm for a candidate, or actually more fear of the alternative? Why are people turning out more than we've seen in years past?
Well, I think we're seeing a lot of interest in general, whether that's positive or negative. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure we'll get some good clues from the exit polls that will ask questions about why people voted the way they did. But, you know, this has been an incredibly intense election environment. And of course, we'll have to wait until the final numbers are in to see how many people really did turn out and if it is record-breaking, but that would not be surprising. Attention has been very high all along.
Yeah, stunning number to me. More people voted early in Florida than voted altogether 4 years ago. To that end, you've done crunched some of the numbers from the polls leading up to today, and you believe tonight, when it's all said and done, will be a good night for Hillary Clinton and also a good night for Democrats, particularly in the Senate.
Yes. What I'm projecting based on the polling models is that Hillary Clinton will end up with around 323 electoral votes, and the Senate will end up with 50 or 51 Democratic seats. The Republicans have 54 right now. We're projecting that 4 or 5 of those will turn over. The kind of question mark is Indiana.
And that seat, obviously, a lot of people watching closely have been by, most among them now. The other number I saw that was interesting is no matter who wins here tonight, you believe most Americans will not be doing cartwheels. They want this thing to be over, but they have not been happy how this has played out for the past year. That's an understatement, isn't it?
Yes. This has been a very contentious election. The environment has not been positive at all. People are ready to be over this. And we have the two most historically disliked candidates going up against each other. And so no matter what happens, there's a really big portion of Americans who are not going to be happy.
What do you think, and this is a loaded question, I grant you, Natalie, but what do you think the public wants when said and done? Because I saw some interesting metrics where it was that they want a strong leader even more than they want someone that agrees with their vision. Do we get a sense, from the nominees, but also from some of the micro polling, what the public wants, regardless of what happens tonight? It's Wednesday, and Washington has to do a recalibration. What do they want out of the next administration and next Congress?
Well, I think that depends on party. All of the polling questions that we've seen on those topics, on what people want, what they're interested in, what they think the most important issues are, everything has been so polarized by partisanship that it's going to be difficult for anyone who's elected tonight to come to bring Americans together and really start focusing on what's next. It's going to take some time to heal those divides, and I don't think some of them are going to go away. We're just a very polarized nation right now.
It will be a fascinating evening, and Natalie, I appreciate the time you given us tonight here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we're just getting started on this Tuesday night.
We'll have the latest from our area's most closely watched races when we come right back.
And be sure to check the bottom of your screen. We'll have the latest, most up-to-the-minute election results throughout the evening. More election night coverage right after this.
When I was first diagnosed with cancer, it was a very scary time. As a 32-year-old, I was a mother of a 2.5-year-old at that point, and it changes your life in 1 second. Dr. Karp not only gave me my life back, but he enabled me to bring another life into this world, which is sometimes unheard of after a cancer treatment.
Giving you back your life is my life's work, and I mean it.
Have you made the time to talk to your family about your final arrangements and expenses? The average funeral costs between $7,000 and $10,000. That's quite a burden for your loved ones. You have options. Call today to learn about the advantages of having a final expense plan in place to help cover funeral or other final expenses. If you're under 85, there is no medical exam. Your plan cannot be canceled, and the rates for this type of plan will never increase and benefits will never decrease due to age. A quality plan will pay up to $30,000 for funeral and any other final expenses, allowing your family to deal with grief, not worrying about final expenses. Call now. Our representatives will answer your questions, address your concerns, and give you peace of mind. Also ask them about a free prescription discount card. Give them a call. There's no obligation. Call now. Help your family today.
Call 1-800-386-4980. That's 1-800-386-4980.
FiOS1NewsNJ.com. The best way to get all your hyper-local news, weather, traffic, and sports. Exclusively for New Jersey. Just log on to FiOS1NewsNJ.com. And you can follow us on Facebook. Just log on to Facebook.com/FiOS1NewsNJ. Or follow us on Twitter at FiOS1NewsNJ. Get FiOS 1 News at FiOS1NewsNJ.com. FiOS 1 News Now.
Welcome back to FiOS 1 News Now. I'm Mike Gilliam.
And I'm Courtney Gain. We'll have much more election night team coverage for you in just a moment.
But first, meteorologist Joe Chaffee has a look at the forecast. Hey, Joe.
Mike, Courtney, I thought we'd take you around the country and see what's going on as far as weather is concerned, because oftentimes this time of year there's at least one storm system dominating the weather over a number of states. But this year, not the case. We have very, very quiet weather conditions. Some showers moving across Ohio into western New York and northwestern Pennsylvania back through southern Indiana, but nothing that's impacting turnout by any stretch of the imagination. We also have some showers in parts of Texas, particularly along the coastal bend from just north of Corpus Christi to about well south of Houston anyway, and that's really about it. Also some showers along the Gulf Coast, and out in the west it's quiet everywhere west of the Mississippi River other than some clouds up in the northern Rockies. That's it. So we get this front to move through here with some showers tomorrow morning, and then a second front will approach and move through on Friday. This one will not have much with it other than clouds, but behind it will be a shot of rather chilly air. It'll be only here for about a day and a half or so, Friday night into Sunday morning before temperatures start to moderate Sunday afternoon. But it is going to be cold here on Saturday with temperatures probably not getting much above the low or middle 40s. Now, once clouds arrive, these low temperatures in the low 40s will probably jump up to the mid and upper 40s and join everybody else in that range of 45 to 50. Some showers coming in around daybreak. I think they should move out by early afternoon, and some of you may not even see any showers out of this. Weather conditions will start to improve during the afternoon, especially in northwest New Jersey and in northern and western areas of the Hudson Valley. And on the 7-day forecast, once those showers are done, we have no rain in the forecast through at least next Tuesday. Courtney and Mike.
Okay, Joe, thank you. And New York's first district congressional race is one of Long Island's most closely watched races. We have live team coverage with reporters with both campaigns.
FiOS 1's Katie Moriarty is with Democrat Anna Throne-Holst's campaign.
But we begin with FiOS 1's Krista McNally, who's monitoring reaction from Republican incumbent Lee Zeldin's campaign. Krista.
I'm at the Emporium where Suffolk County Republicans will host their election results party later this evening. Now, if elected to a second term, Congressman Lee Zeldin will be giving a victory speech here to a room full of supporters. The freshman congressman has tackled several key issues in his first term in the United States House of Representatives, including strengthening foreign policy to defeat ISIS and other terrorist threats and strengthening homeland security. He also is fighting to boost the economy and create jobs right here in the United States. He has had a large number of legislative victories in his first term, like the reauthorizing of the Zadroga Act to ensure health care for 9/11 first responders. The congressman is seeing strong support heading into today's election, and as any results unfold, we'll bring it to you right here on FiOS 1. For now, we're in Patchogue. Krista McNally, FiOS 1 News.
And our live team coverage continues now with the Throne-Holst campaign.
FiOS 1's Katie Moriarty joins us now live with Hauppauge for more. Katie.
Good evening, Mike and Courtney. I'm here at Suffolk County Democratic headquarters, where we're expecting candidate Anna Throne-Holst, who could become the first woman to represent the 1st Congressional District. Here she is casting her vote this morning in Sag Harbor. In regards to her campaign, Throne-Holst released a statement saying, quote, "I've been determined to uphold my guiding principle, people, not politics, just as I did for 8 years in town government." The former Southampton supervisor says if she's elected, there are a number of key issues she plans to tackle down in Washington, including women's rights to choose and gun violence. We will be here in Hauppauge all night bringing you the latest. Reporting live, Katie Moriarty, FiOS 1 News.
Okay, Katie, thank you. Let's turn now to the Hudson Valley and the race for the 18th Congressional District.
Democratic incumbent Sean Patrick Maloney is being challenged by Republican Phil Oliva. Fox 1's Enzo Domingo is live in Newburgh with a look at that race. Enzo.
Well, Mike and Courtney, the stage is now set to elect the man who will represent Orange, Putnam, and parts of Westchester and Dutchess County. Voters have the choice to re-elect Democratic Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney for a third term, or they can elect Republican candidate Phil Oliva in his first run for office. The Newburgh Brewery has converted to Congressman Maloney HQ tonight. The stage and podium await his arrival. The congressman has a chance to represent the southern part of New York State for the next 2 years or lose the seat to Republican candidate Phil Oliva. The incumbent has served as congressman for the 18th district for the past 2 terms, succeeding Republican Nan Hayworth. Previously, he served as staff secretary under President Bill Clinton. Oliva, who is making his first run for office, serves as advisor for Westchester County Executive Rob Estorino. The 4 main issues Oliva has been pushing include a strong national defense, strong economy, secure borders, and keeping government spending in check. Maloney has posted his views on a multitude of issues on his website, from agriculture in the region and its benefits for the economy to local issues like contaminated water in Newburgh. Well, we are told that the congressman is campaigning out there in the field, but he is set to appear tonight for his viewing party here at the brewery. We're reporting in Newburgh. This is Enzo Domingo, FiOS 1 News.
And it's time now for another check of the forecast. But you know, they say that the 2 things that can really affect an election are rain and snow.
And fortunately, Joe Chaffee, we're not getting either of those. Just sunshine, really gorgeous day out there.
It was certainly.
Still is.
Well, it's the sunset, so it's dark. Sorry, Courtney. I'm being technical. That's just my nature. But a very good point raised about the fact that with the rain and snow, especially on the snow side, which could happen this time of year, the whole country is in great shape from that respect. And we've got winds from the southwest, generally under 10 miles an hour. A lot of areas even under 5 miles an hour, and a few pockets of calm winds, and still some 60s holding on. Glen Cove 66, 65 at Newark, 61 at Belmar, 56 at White Plains, Poughkeepsie, Montauk 53. We've got 59 at Sussex, Morristown at Double Nichols, and we still have clear skies. We've got clouds to the west, but as long as skies are clear, these light winds, we're going to see those temperatures drop off some. They're not going to drop off the way they did last night, where they kind of plunged down into the 30s rather quickly in a lot of areas. That's not going to be the case tonight. We're going to settle in the 40s, 44 to 49 as clouds arrive, and a mild night, and then some showers, clouds coming in, clouds moving out, and maybe some breaks of sunshine in the afternoon in northern and western areas. And on the 7-day forecast, we're looking at dry weather, Mike and Courtney. After tomorrow morning, we're going to have showers gone, and it looks dry right through the weekend and into early next week. Also, it will get cold Friday night, Saturday night into Sunday morning. Sunday morning especially, we could see a large part of the area down in the 20s. Mike and Courtney.
Okay, Joe, thank you very much. Coming up in sports, the New York Knicks now have a new voice in charge of their defense.
But will the change improve the league's worst defense? Hear what the Knicks head coach has to say when we return.
This portion of FiOS 1 News brought to you by Rockland Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.
A Black Friday sales event.
Everybody has been wonderful here at The Rock. When I came in looking for a Jeep, I knew they had 300 Jeeps in stock.
It's important for all of our staff to be on the same page as far as treating everybody like their family.
I didn't feel like I was smothered. They let me make my decision on my time.
I don't sell people the Jeep. They want to buy it from me. There's a difference.
It's just a very pleasant experience, and I definitely recommend this to other people out there looking for a Jeep.
Rockland Chrysler Jeep Dodge, also known as The Rock. We crush the competition every day.
Hi, we're CSBK. We know life is filled with big moments. And wherever life takes you, we're ready to help with all your financial needs. CSBK is your local community bank, and so much more. Simply put, we want to be your forever bank. CSBK, your forever bank. Stop by and visit any one of our convenient locations. We'd love to see you.
Welcome to the new outlet center right here at Wayne Tile. It's around the corner from the flagship store on Route 23 in Wayne. They have amazing tile and everything is at least 50% off. For instance, this porcelain tile, which normally costs $10.95 a square foot, is being sold for $3.49 a square foot. Options change weekly, so you've got to stop by to see what they have. Come visit today. Low prices on beautiful tile, only at the Wayne Tile Outlet Center.
Look at me. What you perceive creates an illusion of who I am.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. These arms hold the weight of my ambition. These hands craft efficiency. I build machines that gather light and give energy to my needs. Solar panels that power to make our future green. You don't know me. You just see me. My fingers are on the pulse of man's quest. I build robotics to inform what's next. In these innovations lie our success.
You don't know me.
I will belong to no limits. I code, I build, I create, I make.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
But you will.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Brought to you by Newman Springs Dental Care in Lincroft. Call today, 732-945-4659.
Welcome back. Well, 6 games into the season, and the New York Knicks have a new defensive coach.
Yeah, assistant coach Kurt Rambis is now in charge of calling the shots. Sports director Justin Walters joins us with more on the coaching move.
Coach Jeff Hornacek says it makes it easier. When players have questions on defense, there'll be one voice giving the answers. That's Kurt Rambis. Through 6 games, the Knicks rank 30th in defensive efficiency and are giving up nearly 110 points per game. Before the Rambis move, the Knicks' defensive game plan was gathered together by assistants. Rambis isn't a stranger to taking the lead on defense. He did so during the 2008 and 2009 Los Angeles Lakers championship runs. Although he's the new man in charge of the Knicks D, Rambis didn't necessarily get a ringing endorsement from head coach Jeff Hornacek on why he chose him.
It could have been anybody. Could have been Jerry, could have been Corey. We all talked as a coaching staff about the same thing. So, Kurt had some of these guys last year, so just felt that it was better to put him in that.
Coach Rambis and the Knicks return to action tomorrow night for the Battle of New York against the Brooklyn Nets, and both teams are 2-4. Let's head over to the Jets. Jets fans may have to wait a little bit longer for a Bryce Petty start. Ryan Fitzpatrick, who sprained his MCL on Sunday against Miami, believes he'll be ready to start this weekend against Los Angeles, according to an ESPN report. This comes a day after head coach Todd Bowles says Fitzpatrick gives the team the best chance to win if healthy, despite Fitz leading the league in interceptions with 13. Coach Bowles added that he'll have to see how much Fitzpatrick can do in practice this week to make a decision on if he can start. The Jets have the day off today and return to practice tomorrow. One of the few bright spots from the Yankees season has a chance to bring home some hardware. Gary Sanchez is in the running for American League Rookie of the Year. In just 53 games this season, Sanchez hit 20 homers and 42 RBIs. During that stretch, Sanchez became the fastest player in MLB history to reach 20 home runs. The 23-year-old is one of 3 finalists. The other 2, Wilmer Fulmer of the Tigers and the Indians' Tyler Naquin. The winner will be announced on Monday. Nice sign for the Yankees' young prospects.
I like Sanchez for that award.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Justin, thank you. Voting for a good cause.
Yeah, still ahead on this selection night. We'll show you the campaign underway on Long Island to help those in need.
Brought to you by Liberty Subaru in Emerson. Check us out at libertysubaru.com.
What makes Liberty Subaru so special?
We're the oldest Subaru dealer in New Jersey.
There's no high pressure. There's no what do you got to do today to put you in the car.
We try to do what's in the best interest of the customer, not what the best interest of our pocket. We've gone the extra mile by going right to customers' homes, picking them up.
We don't, we don't just sell parts. Anybody can sell parts. We sell service.
Liberty Subaru's family.
Liberty Subaru.
Raise your expectations.
Look at this Euro cottage-style bedroom.
Get everything you see here for $3,617.
Wait, what?
We must be in the wrong commercial, Bob.
This is more like it.
Same look as the other guy, but less than half their price.
Dresser with mirror, queen bed with storage, chest with secret lift-top compartment, even a nightstand. Everything you see here for an untouchable $15.99.
$15.99 complete. It's good to be back in the right commercial.
It sure is.
Turn to Fios One News for the most comprehensive coverage of the presidential race and all local, state, and national contests affecting New Jersey. Fios One News takes an in-depth look at the issues you care about, like the economy, healthcare, taxes, and much more, with expert analysis, exclusive reports, and interviews from around New Jersey, all in one place. Depend on the Fios One News team of award-winning journalists for fast, accurate coverage of election night. Tonight on Fios One News on channels 501 and 1, only on Verizon Fios TV.
Up to 40% of businesses never recover after experiencing a major disaster. Make a plan at ready.gov/business.
You're watching Fios One News, only on channels 501 and 1, only on Verizon Fios TV, the one place for what's happening in New Jersey.
Welcome back. It's time now for another quick check of the forecast.
For that, we turn it over to meteorologist Joe Chaffee. Hey there, Joe.
Hey, Courtney, Mike, you couldn't have had a better day here with sunshine all day long. Now we have clear skies, and we're looking at temperatures that are generally in the 60s, but there's a range. Newark at 67, Glen Cove at 69 on the high side, but it's 56 at Montauk and 62 at Poughkeepsie. You got that wind off the ocean on Long Island holding temperatures down as you go central and east. Otherwise, everybody else seeing light winds. And for now, skies are clear, but there are clouds coming in from the west. No rain to worry about tonight, just arriving clouds, 44 to 49. Mike and Courtney.
Thank you, Joe. Well, Long Island's largest food bank is working to end hunger on this election day.
Fox 1's Charles Watson has more from Suffolk County.
The studios of Long Island's BLI and WBAB looked a little different this election day. The stations still playing everyone's favorite hits over the airwaves, but the stations also held a very special election to end hunger here in our area.
We've been hearing the noise about this presidential campaign for over a year, and it's been a lot of noise to people. Well, now how about vote with cans?
So folks who show up here to the BLI and WBAB studios will have the choice to drop their non-perishable canned goods in either Hillary Clinton's campaign box or right here in Donald Trump's. People donating could also drop off food in WBLI or WBAB's boxes if they didn't want to get political. The president of the Island Harvest Food Bank, Randy Schubendresner, said it's really all for a fantastic cause, helping feed the more than 300,000 Long Islanders that face the risk of hunger every day.
The truth of the matter is that hunger is here on Long Island, and it's a big issue. There are so many people that are struggling to make ends meet and put food on the table.
That is why many voted to end hunger through their donations, as well as candidates.
We brought some canned food, some pasta, anything that's shelf-stable to help families in need.
And some soup.
And some soup.
Well, it's for a great cause. There's plenty of hungry people still on Long Island. Want to give as much as I can, so figured I'd drop by and bring some cans, see who I can help out, hopefully.
Whether people supported Trump or Clinton in the election, their most important vote was to help right here in the community.
We are part of the community. You are part of the community. And Long Islanders need you. Other Long Islanders need you.
In West Babylon, Charles Watson, Fios One News.
Well, the thought of heading to the polls is giving you a headache. Have you considered maybe some pre-voting meditation?
Well, that is what some voters are practicing. We'll show you how they're trying to stay calm while casting their ballots. It's coming up next.
Sponsored by Greenbrook Buick GMC, Route 22 Greenbrook, a Perez family dealership.
Our used vehicles at Greenbrook Buick GMC are the most reliable you'll find anywhere.
That's because our used vehicles come from our own customers. And we know the car's history because they've been serviced here. Most other dealers buy used cars at an auction, so you can't be sure if it's been in an accident, has flood damage, or even a lemon.
You know how you can be sure? Buy a reliable used vehicle from a dealer you can trust.
We have an awesome selection and great prices.
At Greenbrook Buick GMC, Route 22 East.
Come on down to Mayo Auto Service, and I'll show you why the most demanding car owners choose me, Pete, for all their service and repair needs.
At Mayo Auto, we utilize the same technology and technique as the dealers offer with over 38 years of service experience. But without large dealership overhead costs, we can service and repair your vehicle for much less than the dealers. From Mercedes-Benz to Chevy, Range Rover to Ford, Mayo services all models.
So the next time you need service or repair, see me, Pete, at Mayo Auto Service, your dealer alternative, next to the train station on Mama Street in Red Bank.
Being diagnosed with cancer is probably the most serious thing that will ever happen in your life. I've spent the last 20-plus years here continually developing and perfecting our program in order to give the best possible care available anywhere. Anyone who comes to me with a newly diagnosed cancer is going to get my undivided attention. Giving you back your life is my life's work, and I mean it.
Channel 860 to order Showtime now.
America's veterans are on the tour of their lives. At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans of all generations get the benefits they've earned. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org.
You're watching FiOS 1 News in New Jersey, featuring news, weather, traffic, and sports. Real stories about real people in New Jersey. FiOS 1 News, the one place for what's happening in New Jersey.
Tonight on Richard French Live, we're going to have comprehensive coverage of the election, as well as a look at the key races in our area. All that and more coming up next at 6 o'clock on Richard French Live.
Well, no doubt about it, this election has been stressful, so some voters are taking a very deep breath. Check it out. Well, this was a special meditation class held in Boulder, Colorado last night. Students focusing on kindness on the eve of the polarizing vote. The teacher encouraging us to all unplug for a moment and to recenter.
And support each other in maintaining some sanity and stability and wisdom in the midst of all the ups and downs.
And the meditation continues on this election day. Centers across the country will be offering meditation periods for everyone. We all need to take a deep breath.
We might need that here.
A beautiful election day, though, for getting out.
Yeah, it's amazing. All across the country today, for the most part, there's very little weather going on. There's no major storms at all, so that's good news from that standpoint. And we have some showers for Wednesday morning, but after that, it's just going to be typical, almost mid-November weather, just kind of going up and down.
All right, thank you, Joe, and thank you for watching FiOS 1 News. Now we'll see you back here at 7 for our special election coverage.
And if you see news happening, be sure to call the FiOS 1 News tip line. The number is 855 on FiOS 1. That's 855-663-4671. For all of us here at FiOS 1 News, have a great evening.